Hey, what's up? It's Tati, and it's Saturday night, and you know what that means? It's clobbering time. Our homie CM Punk started off Collision with a promo letting y'all know that he is unapologetic about everything that he does. Now, if there's anything that he's going to apologize, he says, is that y'all favorite wrestlers are nothing but little pussies back there, and that's not his fault. And to be honest, I kind of agree here. Now, I'm no fan of the Young Bucks, but I do like Kenny Omega. And, you know, I want things to be successful in AEW and whatnot. And I still, to this day, believe one of the biggest problems AEW have is having active wrestlers being producers with the show. It's absolutely insane. That is something that Tony Khan should have never done. Now, we started off with CM Punk's promo. I really like the fact that they were able to get the first venue in Chicago. That definitely helped with CM Punk's promo because he was well received by his home crowd. So had this been somewhere else, I do believe it would have been a mixed reaction, something that AEW would have not liked to have for Punk to come back and, you know, have a mixed crowd for his return. So with that being said, I think also Collision, their set is just so pretty. I think that it gives like a premium pay-per-view type of feel. It looks way better than Dynamite. I feel like, you know, with Dynamite definitely being the A show here, they need to step it up with their set as well, because Collision looks way better. Either way, I like how they started off the show. It was great to see Punk. Definitely gonna see really high ratings, at least as far as that first half hour goes, simply because he opened the show. And then we'll see definitely high ratings for the main event as well, since he's headlining in that. Let's talk about the first match of the night. All right, y'all. First match of the night, we have the TNT title on the line. Wardlow versus Luchasaurus. These two were decent in the ring. I wasn't wowed or anything, but, you know, it's better than some of the things that I've seen from Wardlow. Now, throughout this match, we have Christian, who is doing a fantastic job at being a heel. He's just so amazing at everything that he does. But I don't think it took away from the match itself. So you get to pay attention to what Christian's doing, but you're also paying attention to what the two guys in the ring are doing. So it was decent. Now, towards the end of the match, I was like, well, Christian is being a little bit more involved than usual. Maybe this title might change hands. And oh my gosh, I just was not ready for that. So what ends up happening is Christian, he takes a camera from a photographer and he bashed Wardlow with it on his head. And Luchasaurus obviously take advantage of that, goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Luchasaurus is a TNT champ. And I'm just like, what the fuck? How many times does this title have to change hands? My issue isn't that Wardlow, no, you know what? It is that he lost it. The fact is that the TNT title just don't have any prestige. It doesn't hold anything in AEW. It's like you won it and it's like, what? It's almost like having the FTW title on your fucking shoulders. It's nothing, you know? It's like 1 minute someone has it, 2 weeks later someone else have it. No one gets to hold this title and bring something to that title, you know, that other people are going to want to fight for. And it's just absolutely insane how this thing has been hot potatoed. And it's like winning the team title does what for you? Nothing. It does nothing. It did nothing for Wardlow, nothing for Hobbs. It's just insane. Either way, Christian is celebrating at the end of this match like he won it. I thought that was funny. I don't mind Christian being in the storyline because he is experienced. It's supposed to help these younger guys with this storyline. And all I think it does is make Christian looks even better. But the other two, not so much. The match was decent, but Luchasaurus, he's not going to bring anything to this title. I'm just going to say it right now. I got nothing against him. He's not going to bring anything to it. If anything, it's going to be maybe Christian being the champion after this. And he can definitely bring some prestige to the title. But really the focus should be these younger talent. I don't know what the hell's going on. I just feel like they need to fix it. Fix this TNT title thing. Start from scratch. Something ain't right about it. So after that, we have a quick little promo from Hobbs and QT. Hobbs, drop QT. You don't need him. He's basically letting everyone know that this show is his show and that he is going for the Owen Hart Cup. I'm cool with that. I really am. It would have been more exciting had winning the cup the first year meant something. Adam Cole and his girlfriend end up taking the fucking tournament. They win it together and nothing happened after that. Matter of fact, Adam Cole had been on the shelf for like 10 months or so with an injury after that. So I don't know. Hopefully this year with the Owen Hart Cup, winning it means something. So I hope they do something exciting for people to actually look forward to this. So next we had Andrade Idolo versus Buddy Matthews. They had a really great match. Now, to be honest, I was like, oh shit, I want to see these two guys go at it. But then I was like, damn, is that going to be good for Buddy Matthews? He is Trios champ, but we don't get to see much of the Trio champions. And that really sucks. And Andrade, he is returning after being injured. I didn't even notice he was injured, to be honest. I thought he was having hissy fits about not getting his way. So it's like you want both these guys to look good. And I think they did a good job at this. They played off both of them having past injuries in this match. So that was a big focal point here. So that it made it seem like Buddy Matthews had re-injured his knee somehow, but he still keep going in this match against Andrade. And he's giving it his all, but you can still see that he's playing off that injury throughout the whole match. Now, I liked what they did. I think this was definitely better than Luchasaurus versus Wardlow. They had great chemistry in the ring. Great pacing here too. Sometimes I felt like they spent a little bit too much time on their injuries or whatever. So they made the match kind of drag on a little longer than it should. Anyway, Andrade ends up taking the win, which I did expect, but he ended up taking the win where it seems like Buddy Matthews don't look like he took a huge L or anything. You know what I mean? So that played off. So after this match, Andrade, he is trying to shake Buddy's hand, and Buddy is like not having it. He don't want to have anything to do with him. But Andrade looking like the babyface here, which is really interesting. And then out of the blue, the lights go off, and I'm like, holy shit, here come House of Black. Lights turn back on. There is all members of the House of Black, Brody King and Malachi Black. They look great. And I'm like, oh snap, this is going to get so good. Brody ends up clotheslining Andrade, and then now they've definitely got something going on where we're going to see House of Black with LFI. That would be really, really great. So if Andrade is teaming with LFI, it's either going to be him with Dralistico and Roosh, or they'll put maybe Preston into that. I don't know. I could see them not putting Preston into that. But either way, it's going to be interesting. I'm hoping that's what we're going to get because we've barely seen anything with the House of Black. So this will be a really great feud for them. This was a great match. If you didn't see it, check it out. So next we have a video package from Scorpio Sky looking like a snack. He looks so good. And you know what? Honestly, I miss him. I loved the TNT title that he had where it was the Lakers colors. Obviously a tribute to Kobe Bryant. That was like one of my favorite looking titles from AEW simply because of the colors. But anyway, he's hungry. He's ready to get back in the ring. He's been paying attention, so he's ready to step back. But until then, we had Miro versus Tony Nese. Now, you know when they say so-and-so in action, it's going to be a squash match. So I wasn't expecting anything from this. But this was longer than a typical squash match. And we got to really see, Miro doing what he does. And we did get to see some offense from Tony Nese. So it didn't really feel like this is just a match that Miro is going to win. And I did enjoy this. Miro was definitely one of my favorite TNT champions. And I would love to see him take the title again. I can't wait to see who he's going to be feuding with. I definitely hope they stick with the whole Redeemer storyline. The match was not bad. I did enjoy it. It was short, like expected, but not as short as I thought it would be. Tony Nese is super talented. I don't feel like he gets enough recognition in AEW. I've seen him do some really great matches in ROH though, but this is definitely one of those matches just to help Miro look good, and he looked absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see who he's going to be feuding with. Miro definitely takes the win. Next, we had the ladies in action, the Outcast versus Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale. I'm not going to go into it like that because, to be honest with you, it almost seemed like these are the only girls in AEW. And to be honest, I want to see other people. Every week is the same group of girls and they're just matching them up in different ways, and I'm bored with it. The match was decent, but it's like, who else is on this roster? Like, somebody else have a match. Like, we literally just saw all these girls on Wednesday. One thing, like I said, I didn't want Collision to be a completely separate brand or whatever. But certain people, it's like, I don't want to see Wednesday, and I don't want to see you on Friday, and then see you again on Saturday. It's like, this Outcast storyline is going to get outplayed really, really quick. Well, for me, it's been outplayed. But for everyone else, it seems like if we keep seeing them so much and just keep seeing them rearranging these girls into matches, it's just going to feel so, boring. Sky Blue and Willow takes the win. Just want to see other girls. Like, I'm just over it. All right, y'all, main event time. Trios action with Samoa Joe, Jay White, Juice Robinson versus CMFTR. How did CM Punk do? Everyone's dying to know. I think he did great. Now, it was pretty safe. I'll say that. It was pretty safe. Obviously, he has not had any, at least televised matches. It'd be crazy for him to just not have been practicing after he had gotten better with his injury. So I'm pretty sure he's definitely been in the ring practicing, but actually being in a match that I want to say was like close to 20 minutes or so. Now, this was safe for CM Punk because he doesn't have to be in the ring the whole time. So great move for AEW for not putting him in any singles match because he's been gone for so long. So this was great. Now, I really, really enjoyed the chemistry between all these guys. At times we had CM Punk in the ring with all three of these guys. And it's like, okay, I want to see Punk versus Samoa Joe, and Punk actually beat Samoa Joe. I want to see Punk with Jay White. I want to see him in the ring with Juice Robinson and one-on-one action. So we got a little bit of a taste with that during this match. But I do feel like they played it safe. The crowd was definitely into it. And I have to be honest, I was kind of surprised. Chicago is usually a really great crowd. And I don't feel like throughout the show consistently we got to experience a normal Chicago crowd, which was a little bit weird for me. So obviously they're going to be cheering for their home guy, CM Punk. So that was expected, but I did expect for them to be more of a lively crowd like what we had with Washington, D.C. the other day. But either way, I really felt like everyone in this match, not including Punk, did a good job to make sure that, that they all look great in here, because it's not just CM Punk who has to make himself look great, but your opponent's supposed to help you look good too. And after him being gone for so long, this was a great match for him to have. Now, I do think it's going to be quite some time before we see him in singles action again, maybe a whole month before we actually see that. So we probably will just see a little bit more of him with FTR, because they're doing something where they're trying to get a team qualified to go against FTR for the tag titles. So I do feel like we're not going to see FTR doing any tag matches just on their own. So how did they do? I think this was a really great match. I enjoyed it. It was match of the night for me. Crowd is feeling it. All 6 of these guys did a really great job. And I think Punk did a lot better than what people was expecting for him to do in this ring. So I don't have any complaints. I just want him to definitely take it easy. And I'm not just saying this for CM Punk. I'm saying this for wrestlers who have been gone, especially with big injuries. Obviously, Andrade being one of them. Even Adam Cole, him having that match with... what's his name, MJF, I was a little bit worried. You know, you gone having issues, especially with concussions and stuff. You want to come back and make sure that you protect yourself in the ring, regardless of what type of injury you had. So I do think CM Punk looked really great here. And like I said, this is a group effort type of thing, and everyone helped make CM Punk look good in this match. Now, when I see CM Punk in the ring with, you know, his opponents, I want to see him feud with each of them individually. Most likely for me, I definitely want to see either Samoa Joe or Jay White out of all three of these guys the most. I do want to see him revisit things with MJF, but I don't think we will see that for quite some time. By the end of the year, will we see CM Punk holding gold again? I don't know. I think we need some time before that actually happened. I don't know if AEW would be rushing to put the title back on CM Punk. It's going to take some work, especially along with the fans who probably feel like CM Punk had let them down, you know, at the pay-per-view, whatnot. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but Collision, they did a really great job for their debut episode, and I am looking forward for more. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll be back on Tuesday with Dark Side of the Ring. Bye.